Hello and welcome to the Unfaced Podcast. I'm Ben.
I'm Emmett.
It's been a minute. Good to see you guys.
It's been many weeks.
Oh, you say? I think we're at a month?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. A lot of things going on in the Unfaced world. I got a gnarly sprained ankle I'm finally recovering from. Not fun at all. Super excruciating, but I'm walking now, which is great, which is fun.
That's good. Yeah, I've just been busy with school. First quarter, getting into the swing of things.
Yeah. Emmett's got a new album dropping soon.
Oh, I do.
October 10th.
October 10th.
Let's talk about the album.
This one, the first one I did last year, it was a little quicker, more quickly expedited. This one I've been kind of sitting on for a while. I recorded most of it, I want to say, like last winter and early spring.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of, the production also took a while. The post-production stuff, all the mixing and mastering took a while. So there was some personal things going on with some of the sound guys.
Nerds.
And so I know, it took a minute, but we got through it. And then they sent me the tracks, and then I sat on the tracks for a while too, because I just had a lot of other stuff going on. And all the distributor sites that send things to Spotify and iTunes and all that, they're so technical and weird. There's all these boxes you gotta check and all this stuff you gotta make sure is in order. Mm-hmm. And I knew that. I just didn't want to dick with that, so I just didn't
just
do
waited.
it. Yeah. And then another thing was I'm so lazy when it comes to this stuff. I had all the tracks, but I had them sort of different places because the guys would send me them as they finished it, the masters. So I just have one that would be downloaded somewhere. And I was too lazy to just compile them into a folder. So I asked the guys, I was like, hey, can you guys just put them in a folder for me and send it to me? And so they did that. I was like, all right, now I don't have any excuse. And so I downloaded them all from the single folder, and they made it really nice and easy for me, and I put them in there. And
I know there are 9 songs on this album. There are 9 seasons of Seinfeld.
There are, and there were 9 songs on my previous album too.
There you go.
It seems to be a good fit. I don't know why. And it's exactly half an hour, which is weird. So it's the shortest an album could possibly be. I think anything
exactly
shorter.
Half an hour.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there might be a couple seconds bleed in there.
Does 9 have a significance?
30 minutes. No, I think it just seems. I don't know. Even Jerry said it seems like a solid number. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's 10 is just a little if you have 10, you feel like you have to go on. There should be at least 12 or something.
I get that.
9 is a good cap.
Yeah, 9 is somewhere between an EP and a full album.
Yeah.
It's a full album, but
right. It's the shorter.
Yeah.
The shortest a full album could be.
9 was I feel like there were a lot of bands in the 70s and 80s that did that because they were under contractual agreements. Boston, their second album,
right.
was I think it was 8 tracks or something like that because literally the studio or the record company was hey, we need to get something out, and they're what do you got? And they're we need to put a few more songs. They're it's fine.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm sure I think Van Halen had some shorter albums like that.
And I think with people's attention spans now, the shorter the better.
I get that totally. Yeah, it's almost why give them everything you got in the first try. It's why not do 9 songs here, 9 songs there.
Because albums used to be an hour.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's great.
You ever think in the future you'd do a double album?
Yeah.
No.
Depends. I don't know. I just and it also just seems to be the. It's also just it has to do with the writing process. That much will come out within a certain period of time. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just kind of done, ready to go into the studio. There is a very specific mindset when you're writing, and it's kind of I'm doing doing it on the piano and writing the vocals and everything, and then you kind of know when you're done for now and you're ready to just record it. And so it always, the last couple times, I always added up to 9. And so I'm writing some new songs right now as we speak. And
are you going to keep that trend going, you think?
We'll see. I'm at 5 songs. So
okay. So at least another 9er?
Maybe. Wow. The third 9er, 3 9ers. It's very biblical. What
was the hardest song on this album to make and the easiest song on this album to make?
Ooh, that's a good question. So everything was made pretty freshly, except for "Wake of the Sun."
Really?
So that one's interesting because
that one felt very spontaneous.
Thank you. Yeah. So that one it is spontaneous in a way, but then also not. I made the orchestral, the instrumental part on GarageBand years ago.
Really?
And it just sat on my computer as just the instrumental stuff.
Was that real bongos and real drums?
No, it was all fake.
All fake?
Pretty good, right?
Wow.
Yeah. So, and that just sat as a...
There was bongos I detected.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Detecting bongos.
I detected bongos.
Your barcode detector is accurate.
It's going. It's going.
But yeah, and on YouTube I've been releasing some of my instrumental music just for fun.
Yep.
And I released that one as part of a set. I was like, this is some fantasy kind of sounding music, blah blah blah, and I put it out there. And I had forgotten about it, and I refound it just in my iTunes one day, and I was like, hey, shit, this is not bad. And so I put it on that set, on that little YouTube video, and people liked that one the most by far.
That's sick.
And I was like, I should do something with this. So just like literally, we took that exact record. I didn't touch the original instrumental track. We just put it into my friend's production thing, and then we just pasted the vocals on top.
That's sick.
Yeah. So the vocals are like a year and a half older than the backing track. Yeah,
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Or younger.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Very interesting. And then the last one is super different for me. Stars Align was like is a bizarre
super
piece of
unique.
music. Yeah.
It was funky.
It almost it's like almost two things. That, like the A section's like this kind of old-timey cool.
Yeah, it felt like
thing.
something you'd hear in like a jazz club.
Yeah. Thanks. That's kind of what I was going for.
Minus the hipster and the fedora.
Yeah, then it goes into this almost like 70s almost R&B-ish thing.
It was cool.
Yeah, thanks, man.
It was cool.
And then hardest to write. I don't know.
What's the one, You Can't Look Down on Me, or
You Can't Look Down on Me?
yeah, that one. I feel like that one sounded like it was complex to me.
Thank you. Yeah, that one in terms of the recording process, that was definitely the most complex one.
Was it? Yeah.
We had that incredible cellist. The dude who played cello on that as like a master's. In
That one
cello.
just sounded like so like multi-layered.
Yeah.
You know, like.
And that was one. I mean, we did so many layers of him, and it was just him, and he was so fucking good. I feel like shitty, but I forget his name off the top of my head. But he's obviously he's
Cello Steve.
Yeah, that track, Can't Look Down on Me, is on my YouTube right now, so it's like public, and he's obviously credited there.
There you go.
But yeah, I mean, he was just like this one guy in the studio, and then we'd be like, you know, hey, here's just like 8 bars, and he'd play something, and he'd layer over that, and he'd layer over it, and he'd like the first one of my favorite parts of that song is when she does like halfway through the first verse, it like opens up and there's like almost like a cymbal wash, and then he like does this big cello line. There's like 9 cellos when it like opens up.
That's beautiful.
It is really beautiful sound.
Yeah.
And then I had Brandon Bialis, which is always the guitarist I use.
He's a solid guitarist,
Christian Rich, always the drummer I use. So all the solid guys.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Good stuff. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoy it. There's always hopefully a variety. I try to make one song pretty different.
You had a really good variety.
Thank you, so yeah.
Cheers. I'm impressed.
Woo, thank you.
Congratulations on the Healer.
Thank you so much.
Or is it just Healer?
Healer. Yeah. Good stuff. So yeah, we got October 10th.
That's great. October 10th. Yeah, it's going to be dropping on Spotify, and make sure you guys check it out.
Yeah, it's on Spotify and like everything else. There's a huge list of shit. I mean, I think everyone uses Spotify.
Oh yeah.
But when you have to opt for all the different streaming platforms, there's like 40. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. But,
I used to use Amazon Music a lot, and then I switched over to Spotify. Now I pretty much just use Spotify.
Yeah, it's easy. It's like they say it's the worst for artists, but realistically, like what the fuck are you gonna do? Everyone uses it. You know?
Yeah, it's a good one.
And I don't really care.
It's a solid platform.
Yeah.
Amazon Music has more variety though. Like the deeper you get,
right.
not so much on like newer artists, but like if you go for like different bands and you want to dive like deeper into their catalogs or find like more obscure older bands, I feel like Amazon Music is the place for like, prime music. But Spotify for like newer artists and for mainstream stuff and for classic stuff, it's still really good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, and Ben wrote a really nice review on the Unfazed Instagram page of my album. So go read the review.
Yeah, and if you guys, I feel like a lot of people on our channel don't subscribe to the Instagram. So
yeah, you should. We'll link it down below today.
Yeah, literally just it's actually always in the description.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah,
so
literally at Unfazed Review.
Yeah, right.
And check it out. And then Emmett Man's the Unfazed
Twitter. It's also at Unfazed Review. Yeah. So
make sure you guys get involved. I had someone comment a while back like, hey, what are your guys' socials? And I'm like, look in the description.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So if you guys don't. And then, of course, we got the good old Discord, which you guys are always welcome to join.
Yeah.
And you can legitimately just, talk to us there.
Yeah, we're always there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, also news, I'm part of a horror contest right now. Actually, we just went on to the next round, which I believe I made the cut. I was in the top 20 for my group. I think I'm in 4th place as of the recording of this.
Wonderful.
But I'll link the info below. We'll do a pinned comment, and I'll put it in the description down below. But basically, if I win, I get to do a photo shoot with the guy who played Jason. Amazing. We get to go, of course, I'll bring Emmett, of course, if I win. And we get $13,000, which I would love to put towards the channel and towards more projects and just cool content for you guys. And also, we get to go to Buffalo Bill's house from Silence of the Lambs, which I think would be an amazing vlogging
Yeah, that'd
opportunity.
be incredible.
And then there's another chance to go have a walk-on role in some indie film, which
We get a
I'm
magazine
always on
spot,
board
right?
for. Yeah,
We
magazine
get on
spot,
Facebook
yeah.
View in a magazine, guys.
Yes. So anyway, you can vote daily on
Yeah.
this, and the link is below, and I would really appreciate you guys' support. You can do it for free once a day, or if you guys are feeling extra generous, you can throw some money, which I believe they put towards charity.
Yeah.
And that will go towards your boy becoming a new face of horror.
Benjamin Sturck, the face of horror. I've been voting every day, and we've been
Thank
linking
you.
it in the Discord frequently. So
Yeah, so if you guys...
this would be fantastic.
This would be huge for the
Everything
channel,
would
because
be
literally,
fun.
like, the money would help go towards projects.
Yeah.
We would literally get new content out of it.
And we've been leaning into horror stuff.
Oh yeah, we love horror. I mean,
yeah.
it's like, honestly, a lot of the people that I'm competing against, they've probably never been on a fucking ghost hunt.
Yeah.
And what I find so funny about this, sorry ladies, but it's the competition is for guys, and all these chicks are like submitting to it too. If that were the other way around, they'd be like, "What are these guys doing in here?" But they like a level playing field if it benefits them.
Yeah,
What do you do?
Yeah.
They can't all be as cool as Caboose.
But Benjamin is you're fourth of like 100 people, right?
Yeah.
So fantastic. Yeah. let's
Which
keep
is
it up.
nice. Yeah, let's make that number one, guys.
I'm just afraid there's gonna be like one filthy rich piece of shit who's like giving $500 a day, like ensure his victory. But we'll see.
But if he does that, then he doesn't care about the. I like a little bit of the friendly competition.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you guys like anything on the channel, or if you like us, like, please consider voting, because it would be a huge boost for the channel, and honestly, it would give you guys some really badass content. So if you like us, go vote.
Please, thank you.
Please, link below, link below.
Link below.
But yeah, aside from that, yeah, just living life, man. I've been feeling a lot of the creative juices flowing, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I've been writing down a lot of ideas, so definitely some more skits coming in the near future for you guys, and also some cool vlogs on the horizon. We don't have as much time lately because we also work, but definitely got a couple up our sleeve before the end of the year. And of course, Halloween season coming up soon. We got some really good stuff planned that I'm not even going to tell you, but I think you're going to love it.
Yeah, we always get excited around Halloween, and I would actually, if you think it's okay, I think I want to talk about a little bit about the project that I
100%.
wrote and told.
100%.
I think on a podcast previous we were talking about how, or maybe I think we were just having a conversation. We were talking about how we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot when we try to like hide all these projects.
Yeah.
In a way, like it's because I want it to be a surprise for everyone else.
Of course,
it makes it difficult to get through where like no one knows.
It's like Christmas, but we're Santa.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's a good way to put it. And I think I'd spoken about this idea on a previous podcast as well, where my idea was basically that you're tapping through that website. This person does not exist, but for those who don't know, it's like an AI generates a photorealistic image of like a person that doesn't exist. It's just it's fake, just computerized.
Yeah.
And so this very simple premise is a dude is kind of clicking through that and looking at all the fake people, and then someone that looks exactly like him pops up. And then once that happens, the title of the site begins to apply to him. So like once he's it's almost like a curse. Like once his face is on that site, it's true, he doesn't exist. Or like his reality starts to collapse around him.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking skit. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not like a comedy skit or anything. It's just going to be hopefully just a little short horror thing.
Yep.
And we're going to try to film it. I don't even want to make it. I feel like when I was really younger, my problem was everything had to be like super deep and existential and all that. But I just want it to be what it is.
Yeah, just something
hopefully
good.
It'll be spooky and cool.
Yeah, we've done enough little short, I guess, films or skits, if you want to call them that, on our own, where it's just like, oh, we can do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think before that was also a limiting belief I had, where I was like, oh, we got to have a big budget and all this.
Yeah, right.
It's like, ah, fuck it.
And actually, it's the perfect idea.
We do the best we can.
Yeah, it's the perfect idea because it's going to be like the premise is going to be essentially what we do every week, where you and me, like Max, are hanging out in here. We're going to film it all in here. Obviously, we'll change it so it looks a little bit different. But and then so I have it so I'm hanging out with two buddies, and then like my face pops up or whoever's going to be the main guy.
I would be a buddy.
Okay. And then they're like, I'm showing them the site. I think I had it. I wrote it, so I'm showing them the site. I have the script already. I think it's 8 or 9 pages.
Hey man, check this out.
Yeah. So I'm just showing them the site. They like go. One of them goes to take a piss. One of them goes to like grab a beer or something. And then I'm still like flipping through it on my own, and that's when I see my own face. And then, like the minute that happens, I'm locked in the room. So the whole skit is just like in this room.
That's cool.
And there's little things around the room that are going to change, and like slowly
it's very Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's going to slowly just break down and like shut down on me, and then that's it. Lights out. So
that's cool.
I hope you guys will like it. If any of you would be interested in like seeing the script that I have, let me know. I haven't written anything in a long time. It was a short ass script. And I still haven't
I think it was like 9 or 10 pages.
Yeah.
Probably 9.
Yeah. The magic number. I haven't written seriously in so long. So
same, because we used to write a lot.
Yeah,
like, we've written like multiple feature-length scripts, but you get to a point where, at least for me, I think we got to the point where it's just like, let's focus on shorter content because so many things weren't happening with the bigger projects.
Yeah, you want to focus on things that can be created.
Because we realize a lot of things we're writing, as good as I think they are, still a lot of them just sit in a drawer or just sit, virtually on the computer, and it's just like, oh shit, man, like I wrote that 5 years ago and nothing came of it. And maybe something will come of it in the future, hopefully, and we'd like to, but it's much easier to do like Mundane Joker in 2 hours.
Mundane Joker,
it's like, you know what I mean?
Celebrity Chefs.
Yeah, Celebrity Chefs. Fun fact, filmed in the same day.
Which, by the way, Max and I were talking, and he mentioned this when we were doing a Let's Play, I think. There's a Elder Scrolls cookbook, because there's like fake food in the game, and someone made a cookbook where you could like make food that looks like the food in the game. And we thought it would be funny, not to plagiarize Benjamin, but I think he came up with this. Probably our skit was in the back of his head.
Sure.
Where we would be like two characters from Skyrim, and we'd be like having our own cooking show.
Fun.
Yeah. Like one would be a host, and then one would be like a guest, and we'd be two different characters in Skyrim, but it would be like one of those cooking shows.
The Kvetch Kitchen.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And then we'd be cooking from that cookbook.
That's actually funny.
That would be fun.
That'd be very good for TikTok too.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
As much as I hate the platform.
Yeah, I know.
Good for asses though, and did you know clips?
Yeah.
It has its purpose. It has its purpose. I still think eventually TikTok will fade out.
I really goddamn hope so.
Yeah, it's one of those where people are like, it's the biggest thing right now. I'm like, right now.
Right now.
Give it like 3 years. We'll see.
It saddens me.
Yeah, we'll see. Too many people are making money off of it, but remember Vine though? Holy shit. Vine came and went.
Vine was, Vine did come and go.
But that was different. I don't think it was as big as TikTok.
No.
TikTok, probably what will happen is once it loses its momentum, they'll have to kind of do the opposite, and they'll probably have longer form stuff on there, and they'll probably get bought up by like Instagram.
Yeah, well, they have. I think they allow up to like 10 minutes or something ridiculous now.
Yeah, it'll be the reverse, because you know how like YouTube does that now. It's like they have shorts, right? Instagram has Reels. TikTok eventually will be like, well, fuck, let's allow people to put 2-hour-long podcasts on here. I think it'll
stupid.
It'll just
You're right though.
It'll have to evolve some way, and instead of YouTube consolidating, they're just going to expand.
They'll just become each other.
They'll become each other, and honestly, YouTube will probably buy them.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
We'll see.
Or hopefully, goddamn. I mean, hopefully not.
Hopefully, goddamn.
Hopefully, goddamn not. Vice versa. TikTok will buy YouTube.
Oh,
because they're this big Chinese.
Let's hope not.
I know that'd be awful. No, that couldn't happen.
No, YouTube. I hope stays. I know it's getting overregulated in its own ways, but it's still great. We still love it. It's where you guys get your daily dose or at least monthly dose of Unfazed, right? Well, good shit. But yeah, I'm super excited, and if you guys like the skits, it seems like we got a pretty positive reception on those. Definitely consider becoming patrons too.
Please do.
Because honestly, that helps us. It's like if we got a little bit of a budget to work with, it sounds silly, but like some of these things need little props. It's like sometimes we need to buy new batteries for the camera, things like that. So the Patreon really helps us.
It adds up, yeah.
So and the more you do that, the more we can give you more skits, the more travel vlogs we can do, stuff like that. Yeah. So definitely consider joining the Patreon below. Yep. And that's about it for me.
Well, and speaking of social media, I've been like, man, I'm getting so angry at Twitter. I'll have to tell you,
it's a bitch.
And I broke down, and like partially just as a joke, and partially just because I was curious, I made a Truth social account.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
My picture is Luke Skywalker.
That's hilarious.
And I haven't posted anything yet.
Is anyone on Truth social?
It's weird, man.
It's just you and the Donald.
Yeah, it is me. We're just DMing.
How are you doing, Emmett?
Yeah, no, it's weird. I want not on it much. I scroll through it every once in a while, but it's just funny to have it. And,
it's funny.
Yeah, like Kid Rock was on there.
That's hilarious. You should link your Truth social.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the description.
Please do. Yeah, follow me on Truth, guys. But I honestly did that just because like Twitter is just it's such a headache every time I go on there.
Twitter seems very toxic.
There's two things that are out now. There's like the new Little Mermaid, and there's Rings of Power, that Lord of the Rings thing. I was telling you about this earlier.
It's really
but,
terrible.
Yeah. So whatever. they both look pointless, but
we're not really the target demographic.
No, definitely not. But so the new Little Mermaid is black, of course, and there's like a couple elves in the Rings of Power that are also black, and there's this huge wave of posts on Twitter about how horrible it is that everyone's being so racist towards these actors. And so, I was like, my feed was flooded with like, how could these people say these horrible things? But I hadn't seen one post anywhere, Twitter or not, that was actually saying anything mean about these people.
Yeah, true.
So it's like,
it seems almost like they're like people coming out of the woodwork being like, "You got a problem with this? Do you have a problem with this?"
Exactly.
But then it's true. You don't really see the actual criticism.
Same thing happened with the what was it, Falcon and Winter Soldier show, because Falcon becomes Captain America at the end.
Everyone remembers that hit.
Right. I know, right, exactly. But so no, I remember because I made a video about it on Phase about how again there was all this like, I can't believe everyone has a problem with this, but I don't think anyone had a fucking problem with it.
No.
And like the same thing is happening.
It's like people want there to be a problem.
I know. And that's why I called it out on Twitter. Like I literally almost said that verbatim. And then I said, what was it? I had another like sort of base tweet that I like doubled down on.
Oh, the base tweets.
Yeah. I got it because Twitter's such a piece of shit. I got to like fight back. You
have to, yeah.
And I keep thinking about getting off of it, but then I think no, like my presence is needed here.
It fuels you, yeah. I think of that too on Instagram. I'll be going through and I'll see these different like profiles that I just fucking hate.
Yeah.
But they honestly like provide me with content to bitch about. Which is nice,
So I said, and this is true. I can talk about. I was listening to NPR.
Your one source of news.
Yep.
Yeah.
The first tweet I made is. I'll dive into this first before I talk about the series of tweets here. But so I said NPR is airing a segment on how Biden wants to unify the country. And this is a big thing right now. We gotta no more dividing.
That's what he's being told.
Yeah, right. So Biden wants to unify the country, and they try to get to the bottom of what started the division in the first place. NPR does. Like they try to they had interview all these people.
Sure.
And essentially their answer was the Republicans started it.
Okay.
And so first of all, that coming to that conclusion defeats what they're trying to do. They're trying to unify the country, and they're blaming.
They're creating more division. Yeah.
Exactly. And so.
I think a big part of it comes down to the media.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think almost exclusively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, so that tweet got like 2 likes, and I lost like 2 followers. So then I retweeted it with a quote tweet, and I said, "To be clear, I'm of course not mad at the fact that they're being mean to Republicans, but rather that it seems oxymoronic to blame the opposite side for creating division while claiming to want unity with them."
Yeah.
And then I said, but of course the tweet got 2 likes and lost me 10 followers because everyone turns into a brain dead piece of shit when it comes to politics.
Nice.
And people started actually liking it.
That's
so
good.
That's good.
Yeah, sometimes you do have to double down.
I'm sick of.
Yeah.
I'm sick of like trying to be clean in the public eye or whatever. Like it's just so obnoxious.
Sometimes you gotta call out the assholes.
Yeah. And but the NPR thing was, man, it was comical because they asked like one woman. It was kind of like man on the street. They're just asking random people, and this woman was like, "Well, we can't have unity because white people don't want to openly talk about racism." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And first of all, she was a white person.
Yeah.
And
well, it's like that douche I was telling you about at work. It's just like there's so many people that love pretending that they have this overpowering white guilt, and they're trying to like appease other people, and I'm like, chill the fuck out.
I know.
Let's just be nice to everybody and quit being a weirdo.
And speaking of kind of openly talking about racism, we had at work, we had a whole day of like Zoom meetings, and there was like a speaker in the beginning.
Okay.
And it was a black guy, and obviously I don't have a problem with that in and of itself, but he continuously promoted his Instagram live streams and his like Amazon books like throughout.
Let me guess, motivational speaker.
Yeah, it was exactly. And
classic.
And he was also one of these guys. Now I don't. Maybe you guys will think it's racist. I don't really care. There are black public speakers who do this like rap speech thing.
Oh yeah.
Where they get into this flow.
Yeah.
And they're hitting these beats like da 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 da. They're saying stuff, but it gets into this thing.
Yeah.
But he was doing that the whole time. It was almost like
comical.
It was weird. And then he said this. He got into this whole thing about how remember back in the '90s, the whole thing about racism was like your race doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just matters like who you are on the inside and your work.
That was nice.
And your character. Yeah. And now he's like, you need to see my color. You need to see those things. You need to see my struggle and where I've come from. And I'm here to say, if you want to openly talk about racism, fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And also my thing is like, quit bitching about the struggle. Like my thing is like, I love the post I saw recently where it's like, the Emmys was like predominantly like a lot of black women won, which is great. But I don't know what they won for, but cool. But I love how it's still like, was it in Viola Davis winning for whatever she won for? I know it wasn't an Emmy, but she won for something. and she was talking about how like, oh, I'm glad there's an opportunity for all these strong black actresses to come out, and it's like, okay, fine, but it's like it's almost like they're trying to fight against something, but I feel like the playing field is so leveled now, and there's so many opportunities. It's like that picture they show on, I think it was on Don Jr.'s Instagram, and it said oppression in America, and it showed this black woman in front of a private jet with like a Gucci bag, and I'm just
exactly.
Look, things are pretty good,
I know.
And it's like, I get it, there's probably, there's always going to be some level of racism among
it's like,
groups.
I'm not denying its existence.
Yeah,
it's not
racism's out there for sure.
Yeah.
But I think the way the media portrays it, they want to make it sound like, black people walking down the street are just constantly getting their heads blown off by white people. And it's like, and it makes it sound like, white people in general are just these awful villains. And I know there's black people out there who are awesome, and I know there's people of all ethnicities who are awesome, and you should just base it on your interactions, your behavior with those people. Instead of the media trying to push people against each other and, like you said, categorize them into teams.
It's terrible,
It's so fucking stupid, and it feels like I feel like we got past this when we were in elementary school, and it's like no big deal, and you can be friends with anyone. But for some reason, the media wants to brainwash this next generation coming up and say, no, you can't be friends with each other. You need to have issues with each other, and we need to have racial tension. And I'm like, fuck that. I know. Fuck that shit. I don't care what you look like. As long as you're good to me, I'm gonna be good to you.
I know. Yeah. And the other thing is, like, if they want us, part of them says they want to have an open dialogue about racism with us, but they don't, because we're not allowed to say anything because you don't know the struggle. There's that whole thing where it's like, you can't speak to these issues because you haven't been in our shoes. Look,
I think that's stupid.
It's horrible. I'm obviously sympathetic to the history, for sure, but you can't let that define you.
And also my thing is too, like, as much as they want it to apply, that doesn't apply to, someone born in the 90s. That doesn't apply to a kid now growing up saying, you're a villain, your history you need to be shameful of. It's like, if you want to have progress, it's okay to learn about history and look backwards, but you can't harp on those things and carry it with you every single fucking day into the future. It's so stupid, and it's gonna fuck up the future generation.
It really will. You need to, like, we acknowledge that it happened and it's awful, and you need to move forward.
And let's be real. That has nothing to do with anyone around right now.
Absolutely not. But they would disagree because they'd say there's unconscious bias and all this sort of shit.
For sure.
Which there's not at all.
But also, you look at people and it's just like, just don't be an idiot.
I know.
Be nice to people.
I have, this year, one of my most problematic students is a black kid. But it just so happens to be, last year, one of my best students by far was a black kid. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care. It's just the person. I don't.
Did you put them together in a room and make them fight to the death? Cool.
It doesn't matter, and it shouldn't matter. That's the point. And I hate, like, harping on this shit all the time.
Well, my thing is, I think we can all agree racism sucks, right?
Absolutely.
It's like, and I mean that honestly, racism.
But then they would say we're racist, so
no, they can go fuck themselves. Exactly. But it's like, what I hate is whenever you try to be understanding and nice, and the media tries to say, white man bad, conservative white man worse. But it's just like, dude, just look at people's behavior, really, instead of trying to look through everything with a fine-tooth comb and find a white male villain. Why don't you try working on yourself a little bit and quit pointing your fucking fingers?
I know, it's ridiculous.
But
anyway, it just blew my mind that NPR was like looking for, why did this division begin? And they came up with white people and they came up with Trump voters.
Always. That's all it is.
So they're literally just pointing to the other side.
And my thing is just, at the end of the day, just fuck the media. Not this media. Not the unfazed media. But the general mass media that's trying to push people against each other and be so fucking hateful. Fuck them. Don't listen to those idiots. Just be good to other people.
It's weird because, like, I really hated all this stuff, but I was, like, slightly hesitant. I didn't want to push the envelope.
For sure,
And then I stopped giving a shit for a while, and now I'm, like, fully just done with it.
Well, my thing is, the more you talk about it, they're like, you're a white, stupid white man. You can't. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe you're stupid because you're making judgments about me.
I know. It's ridiculous.
And I would love to hear what you guys think about this, too. And it's like, if we have any folks out there who disagree, definitely feel free to comment. It's fine. I encourage healthy debate. Because I'm not, an idiot who can't handle it. It's like, we'll listen to the criticism, but I think the masses are being really brainwashed by the media.
They really are.
Yeah.
And action. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
Again, please.
Again?
Again.
Art thou bored?
Yeah.
Step into a Slim Jim. Turn to the spice. That beefy, juicy taste. Need a little excitement? Step into a Slim Jim.
Pictures so real you won't believe your eyes. Dolby Prologic surround sound so exciting your eyes won't believe your ears. The ultimate home cinema televisions from Philips, including 100 Hertz flicker-free pictures and widescreens. Philips, let's make things better.
All right, guys. So we had to take a quick little commercial break. I hope you enjoyed that. But anyway, that concludes our talk on racism. At the end of the day, fuck the media and just treat others the way you want to be treated.
Exactly.
Yes. So what we're going to do is, since we haven't done a podcast in about a month, we have literally a month's worth of news stories we want to catch up on. So we're going to do a new rapid fire approach to the news.
Rapid fire.
I got a timer on my phone here. 1 minute or less for each story. Once we hit 1 minute, we got to tag the other person and go to the next story.
Yep.
Emmett's going to kick us off. Ready? Your timer starts now.
Fazoli's is making a comeback in Phoenix. This is where the new restaurant will open. Fazoli's fans have been eagerly awaiting the return of the fast casual Italian restaurant following its March 2022 promise to bring the chain back to Metro Phoenix.
Perfect.
The initial announcement did not mention when or where the Arizona locations would open. However, an August 13th Instagram post showed a photo of a Plains window with a Fazoli's cup and popular garlic buttery breadsticks on the open tray table.
35 seconds. Wrap it up.
Phoenix, prepare for landing. The first of 9 Fazoli's restaurants coming to the Phoenix area will open later this year inside of Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. In a statement to the Arizona Republic.
Perfect. Did you ever go to Fazoli's?
No.
Okay, neither did I. All right, 37 seconds. We'll have to vlog Fazoli's. All right, ready? What? Next one I will read starting now. Predator, 35 years later, producer John Davis recalls how cigars, smoked salmon, toast, and mayhem created a mega action franchise. Wow. Okay, so I'm just going to say Predator, one of my all-time favorite movies ever. Not just sci-fi movies, but one of the best movies ever. Beats the shit out of the new Prey movie. The new Prey movie's fine if you want to watch it like on a Sunday afternoon on Hulu or whatever the fuck it's on. It's okay, but a little bit of a Mary Sue. But, the Predator's fine. But yeah, it sounded like absolutely amazing working on this. And what's cool about this one, I got 30 seconds left, Arnold got... Carl Weathers hooked on cigars working on the set.
Oh.
Yeah, because Arnold would come in with all these boxes of cigars, these stogies, and Carl Weathers was like, I'm not going to smoke those. And then by the end of the movie, he was like a cigar guy, and he still is to this day.
That's great.
Which is amazing.
You fucked him up.
R.I.P., the actor who played the Predator.
Really?
He passed away like a couple of years after the movie.
He finally got killed. He was doing too much Predator.
He got killed by Arnold in the movie.
That's right.
All right, 56 seconds. Boom. Resetting. Emmett, kick us off with the next one in 3, 2, 1... Go.
Lottery ticket sold in Glendale hits jackpot for $285K.
Whoa.
Phoenix, a lucky lottery player, hit the jackpot Thursday in Glendale to win $285K. The victor of the Arizona Lottery's Triple Twist jackpot brought the winning ticket at a quick trip convenience store near Glendale and 67th Avenues. The winning ticket matched all 6 numbers for the jackpot. The numbers chosen to the draw were 9, 16, 28, 34, 35, and 39.
That's a pretty ghetto one.
8 players won $500 on Thursday. The next highest prize earned in the drawing. The prize can be redeemed within 180 days of winning. Anyone who claims the prize of $100K or more can remain anonymous despite their city and county being made public.
How much was it?
$285K.
All right, you got 20 seconds. What would you do with it if you won that money?
I would try to spend it on a really well-produced album and a short film or some kind of project, but that's a film project.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, boom. That was 50 seconds. Reset. All right. All right, 3.
This is a video.
All right. Okay, go. Video below. Actually, I'll stop the timer for a second because it's a fucking commercial. Basically, man dies after being punched by an employee at Wendy's. Guy's a piece of shit. This happened up in Prescott Valley here in Arizona.
This video is exactly a minute. So.
Yeah, so the video starts now. Really sad.
A Wendy's employee accused of punching a customer faces second-degree murder charges after the victim died of his injuries more than a week later, according to police.
The old guy was like really elderly
Valley
too.
Police in Arizona say
He is elderly.
Even if he was an asshole, you don't often hit him.
At a local Wendy's when he was approached by a
Fucker put all his weight into
67-year-old
it.
customer with a complaint. Surveillance video shows what happened
Piece
next.
of shit.
It's a guttural reaction, and
That guy's gonna go to jail for life now.
I hope so.
Hopefully.
and you feel pain watching that video.
Investigators say Kendrick punched the victim, causing him to hit his head on the
Fucker
floor.
better
and
rot in
now
jail.
he's
Piece of
now
shit.
cold.
Died.
Yeah. So my thing is, we got 20 more seconds to talk about it. A lot of people do go to jail for accidentally hitting people and accidentally killing them.
Yeah.
So pick your battles, guys. Definitely
Yeah.
be safe.
Yeah.
Defend yourself if you need to. But yeah, here's another video of the same thing happening. This one's actually fucking awesome. All right, reset. Boom, new video.
A good Samaritan tackles a thief who attacked an elderly man.
It's another
is
senseless
cool.
crime as a man sucker punches and robs a diner at a Hollywood pizzeria.
He just clocked him.
In shock, the restaurant owner next door runs after the assailant
Good
and
man.
tackles him.
Look at this. Look at
The
this
struggle
pimp.
spills
Dope.
onto busy Hollywood Boulevard,
Dope.
and
Yeah.
now here comes the restaurant owner's girlfriend to help. She and another lady retrieve the
didn't know
stolen
myself.
items. The thief is still trying to break free, so the hero's girlfriend stands on his legs. When that doesn't work, she starts kicking the guy.
Honestly, it was like slow motion. I couldn't believe it happened right away.
Timothy
Look at
Ratcliffe
this
is
dope
the
guy.
restaurant owner
He's a
who chased
badass.
down the thief. Get this, he says he's been helping out the guy for months and can't believe this is how the guy paid him back.
He's been coming around the restaurant
No
for
good
about
deed
2
goes
months now.
unpunished.
We've been giving him food, we've given him water. Just shocking to have it
Fuck
all
these
happen.
crackhead pirates.
The
man.
suspect was scheduled to face charges inside a Los Angeles courtroom yesterday. Then the unthinkable happened. After waiting all day for the court hearing, the restaurant hero and the victim were told the suspect had been, quote, lost in the vast LA jail system. Yep, they apparently couldn't find him.
Wow. Wow. I didn't know that part of
Yeah,
it.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how much we can depend on the police anymore. Jeez Louise. So anyway, yeah, defend yourself if you need to, guys. That guy was a pimp. What a
What a great man.
Timothy was based.
Love Timothy.
All right, I'm gonna reset. I'll do the next one. Back to the Future, the ride rumored to be returning to Universal Studios. Super exciting. I rode this once as a kid when I was 9 years old. Amazing ride. If you guys rode the Back to the Future ride, comment below. It was so much fun. It got replaced by the less than spectacular Simpsons ride. Love the Simpsons, but Back to the Future is way better. So if they bring this back in some capacity, I would absolutely love it. It's so cool. You can actually watch the ride on YouTube. I know I said this before, but if you look up Back to the Future the ride, like everything's saved. Like you can actually watch what the whole experience was like. You get in a convertible DeLorean. It's like, oh, so much fun. So if that comes back, that would be sick. Let's see. I think it still exists in Japan. Correct me if I'm wrong. But with so many changes taking place, the iconic rides being removed along the way, Universal Orlando fans have become increasingly obsessed with nostalgia. The latest Universal Tribute store shows this with merchandise from the fan favorites Jaws, E.T., and Back to the Future. Now it seems there may be some consideration for bringing back the beloved attraction based on the film starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. Dude, I would love that. All right, we passed a minute. We passed a minute, but I would absolutely love that. Masterpiece. All right, time starts now.
Hilariously bad music video?
This is one I came across on Instagram. It's just crap. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't want to get a copyright flag on this one. Maybe we could dice this one up just a little bit.
We'll dice.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's awful.
I think it's enough. Where did you find that?
It was like a promotion on Instagram. I get all these artists that are like up and coming.
Holy shit.
And I'll like look at them and I'm like, oh, some are good and some are that. Alright. Your time starts now.
Alright, this is restorers try to get lunar module guidance computer up and running.
This is sick.
I feel it's one of the most, if not the most important computers ever built. To me, it was the heart of the mission.
Yeah, NASA's trying to get back to the moon. Forgot about that.
Yeah, good luck. It's made of cheese.
This may be the only time an Apollo guidance computer is powered up because this has not been an easy.
So basically,
task.
7-minute video. They found in the trash this lunar module from one of the moon trips, and these guys have restored it back to working function.
Damn.
Totally amazing. They like spent all this time. They make it look like it happens in like a month, but it happened over the course of a few years.
Damn.
These guys like came together from all across the country and made it happen. And pretty brilliant minds.
That's insane.
Yeah, really impressive stuff.
Holy shit, that's badass.
Yeah, so if you want to look at the whole story, it's Wall Street Journal, restorers try to get lunar module guidance computer up and running. Link down below, possibly.
Yeah, well, I'm repainting Jango Fett action figures and turning them into other Mandalorians.
Much more important.
So, yeah, thank you.
All right, minute and 4. We did pretty good on that one. All right, I'll take over the next one. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is getting a spin-off, and the concept is killer. Prepare for another look at infamous Ferris Bueller. So basically, this one is going to be a spin-off TV show focusing on the dudes that took a joyride in the Ferrari while they dropped it off before the baseball game.
Oh my gosh.
And it would be the guy that's like, what do you think this is? You know, and they go for the joyride and the Star Wars music is playing.
Yeah,
it's going to focus on those two characters. I'm not mad about it, but they are treading into sacred territory. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of my favorite movies, so I don't want them to fuck with it. I really don't like it, and I just know how things like that are nowadays. It's like it's going to be probably cheesy and not very good, and a little too modern. But as long as they're not remaking it, you know, I'll at least go in with an open mind and try checking it out. But it could be fun, but it's probably going to suck.
Yeah, that's a really specific thing. Interesting.
Yeah. And also John Hughes is gone, but if it's done with love and care, and maybe if Matthew Broderick and Alan Ruck or Mia Sara pop in, it could be really cool.
They said they're going to keep the 80s style. We'll see if that means it's good or it's going to be shitty.
But a lot, 9 times out of 10 it turns to shit, but we'll give them a shot, but I'm not holding my breath. All right, time starts now.
Chaos erupts at LA City Hall as council votes to ban homeless encampments near schools. Well, that seems like a reason.
God forbid.
Yeah, really.
More chaos inside the LA City Council.
It's like these people got all upset about the immigrants being shuttled to other liberal cities.
Issue involving hotels. Protesters interrupting the council meeting for a second week in a row.
And LAPD jumping in to stop one woman from charging the council president. Arla Tay is here with what happened. Well, today was the final vote on banning homeless encampments near schools, and shortly after public comment began, chaos broke out.
For the second time in 2 weeks, the LA City Council meeting is interrupted by protesters speaking out against a measure aimed at banning homeless encampments.
They make it sound like it's a bunch of nice, like, old school hobos.
And
like, it's a bunch
centers.
of, like, method
Before the
freaks.
council could vote on it for a third and final time Tuesday, a woman climbed over the chamber's benches.
Of course she does.
This is oppression in the U.S., guys.
Sergeants shouting obscenities at Council President Nuri Martinez.
Alright, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a no-brainer.
It's common sense.
Yeah.
Also, I saw we got a new patron. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Alright, you want to take this one?
Sure. Domino's closes in Italy. Shocker. And Italians don't care. So for some reason they thought it would be a good idea to go to where pizza originated from and open a Domino's pizza. It lasted, I think, like 5 years. And then closed. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me in the least.
Poor Domino's. They have good wings.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I like Domino's. But, I mean, going to Italy, it's kind of like...
It's ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
Domino's should have taken its chances elsewhere. The birthplace of pizza
doesn't want to not a shocker.
Yeah.
American fast food chain Domino's
What do you think this is?
They could one-up classic Italian pizzerias by offering delivery. Italy, on the other hand, is delivering Domino's right out of their country.
You guys are disappointed that delivery driver's mom is? Enzo, what are you doing? Come on.
To have 880 restaurants in the country by 2030. Instead,
Go!
Domino's is closing its 29
Give me the chance,
stores
Mr. Aziz.
in 2022. This man said it plainly. Italian?
The 5-minute delivery is a promise.
So, I haven't watched Spider-Man 2 all the way through in a long
good.
time.
This is a good one.
Long time. All right, take it over. Go.
Fake luxury shoe store prank proves luxury is just perception.
This is genius. This came out a couple years ago, but it's such a great idea.
Is it an ad? No, this is the video.
This is the video.
It looks like an ad. Okay.
Yeah.
We at Payless wondered how much people would pay for our shoes.
This is really good marketing, honestly.
So, we rebranded for a weekend.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy XL Official back with another video. Now before I go ahead and play the rest of that video,
He's a public speaker.
So obviously everyone knows luxury
Look at all these
brands
Zoolander
have
dorks.
prices.
Oh,
For
hate 'em.
example, you've got brands like Christian Louboutin selling trainers for £2,000. You've got Balenciaga selling the
It's like Kramer shoes.
$700.
You drove here by yourself?
It's pretty much become the norm to equate high prices.
Yeah, I don't know.
They went ahead and tested this theory. what they did was rebrand their entire
This is so
store
smart.
and the name, and they also increased the prices a lot, and the results are quite interesting.
Look at these
So what we'll
douchebags
do
that come in
now
here.
is the clip, and I'll be back in a minute.
We at Payless wondered how much people would pay for our shoes if they didn't know they were our shoes. So, we rebranded for a weekend. We built a fake luxury store, filled it with avant-garde sculptures and
Chris Scottsdale.
displays. We even hired a full team of sales associates. Then we filled all the shelves with Payless shoes and jacked up our prices as much as 1,800%. And finally, we gave it what you might call a fancier name. Welcome to Palessi.
Palessi is just such high quality, high fashion. It's taking your shoe game like up to the next level.
God.
You know, upscale.
The guests
Such vacant pieces of shit.
opening party
They really
had
are.
no idea any of these shoes are from Payless.
It's like Zoolander.
It looks really well made. I love a heel that's kind of chunky.
What an idiot.
Jump up and down, do some backflips maybe. It's a stunner. It's one of those shoes that you're just going to get comfortable.
I love how they act like they know what the brand is.
Sophisticated and versatile.
For me to experience this, Italian designer has amazing.
What do these people do?
Is that pretty much it? I mean, is there a twist or anything?
That's pretty much
Go.
it.
Yeah, I love that this happened. Zoolander was made for a reason. These
Yes.
people are pieces of shit. They're idiots.
Yes.
This is fantastic.
This is great. And it's like they just like something because it looks trendy.
Yeah, fashion means nothing. I mean, it's great
Yes.
to look nice, but like the world of all this ridiculous
Yeah, it's
fashion
so
is
silly.
fucking pointless.
That's why Zoolander
Yeah.
is such a masterpiece.
Yeah, yeah.
Genius. All right, we went a little over on that one, but it's okay. It was worth it.
No, wait!
And we're back. Oops, I did it again.
So yeah, the Britney Spears Mandela effect has come to fruition as of late.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because of the release of this Funko Pop figure.
I guess.
When she was doing the video for "Oops, I Did It Again," and she was in the red like jumpsuit.
Mhm.
Everyone remembered her with the headset.
Yeah.
The little mic.
Yeah.
And when you look at the video, it's not there.
No longer exists.
Yeah.
So what do you guys remember? Now, when I first saw this Mandela Effect video, as soon as he talked about it, he said, think of how she looked. I thought of her like in that reddish orange jumpsuit, and then I thought of her with a microphone, right? Microphone doesn't exist now. But even me, not necessarily that I'm a huge Britney Spears fan, I appreciate her for what she is. She's cool. I remembered that, and also the guy in the video said his sister was a huge fan, so he grew up hearing all her stuff and seeing her videos, and he remembered it. And what's weird is it's not there now. And he said, well, maybe it was retroactively removed, but they looked at this old grainy behind the scenes footage, no microphone there either. But what's weird is there's a lot of residue of this alleged Mandela effect.
Yeah.
There's toys that came out. There were Barbies from that same year that came out that had a headset microphone. Lizzie McGuire TV show, she had one. A bunch of costumes just between, from the last 22 years.
Yeah.
It shows all these chicks with the red jumpsuits and the microphones. So it's just odd that everyone would have this same incorrect memory that there was a microphone when there's not.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
It is weird.
Yeah.
So even I, who barely was aware of Britney Spears, remember the headset.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is, maybe there was some famous live performance she did.
Yeah.
Because she would obviously need the headset in that situation.
Yeah.
And I don't think
I can
that
understand
is-
if it was like a big halftime show or something
Yeah.
like that. Like, perhaps. But it's so specific with that red jumpsuit.
Yeah, it is. And it is weird that all those, the toys, the dolls, and all those people, made sure to add it to the costume as if it was,
Mhm.
an iconic, important piece of the costume.
And what's weird is, like I said, it's really intriguing to me, this whole Mandela effect thing, because, like I said, just being just a regular person who's not even like a fan, really, it's like hearing that where he asks, how do you remember it? And then immediately I'm like, jumpsuit, microphone, and then saying no microphone, I'm like, well, holy shit, that's so specific.
Right. I know,
And he's done that quite a few times with, what channel is it? It's the...
Scared.
I want to give him a shout out.
All Time Scary?
All Time Scary. Shout out to All Time Scary. Really good Mandela Effect videos. Some are a little far-fetched, but the guy makes really great content, so check it out. But anyway, if you guys remember Britney Spears having a microphone in the Oops, I Did It Again video, comment below. And if you think of any other Mandela effects, or if you'd like us to do a special Mandela Effect podcast episode or some kind of special video about it, comment below because it's something I'm super into and I also appreciate.
Yeah, for sure. It's fascinating.
All right, timer starts again.
You want me to take this one?
I'd love you to. Ready, start.
Roman ruins reappear from river in drought-stricken Europe almost 2,000 years later.
Ooh.
They're very beautiful. I'll put a picture in here. Dropping water levels revealed a massive complex of Roman ruins in Spain as Europe continues to suffer under record-breaking drought. Ancient Romans began constructing on a military camp in what is now northwestern Spain. Thank you. Excuse me.
Very nice.
Along the Lima River in Galicia in about 75 AD. Spanish researchers wrote in a 2018 study. They abandoned the camp about a century later. The remaining ruins became submerged after the construction of a dam in 1949, created as Ascontius Reservoir, the Guardian reported. But this summer, the droughts led to Rome.
22nd.
The ancient camp reappeared on the riverbank. It is entirely ruined complex on display. Drone footage shows it. Aerial photographs show a sprawling collection of... Yeah, I mean, just take a look at the picture, guys. It's fucking cool.
Yeah. It's just interesting that they're finding new things like this. And I think further on in the things, they also found some new dinosaur bones, too, recently, too.
What?
So there's so many things that, as the world loses its precious water, that we're discovering.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
From other...
It's the world loses its water. Jeez, that's scary.
Yeah, it's scary. Anyway, let's do the next one. Alicia Keys reacts to a fan who grabbed and kissed her during live performance. So essentially, I can't remember if it was a girl or a guy reached out. The fan was able to forcibly grab her and kiss her on the cheek while she was performing. I think she overreacted. Like, my thing is, I get it. It's like, especially a lot of female stars, they're worried about being killed or attacked or whatever. So I get it. She got pissed off. But then I think like Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day, and like he would like perpetually invite girls up to kiss him on stage.
Yeah.
And I look at how they react. See, it's just some girl kissed her on the cheek. I think she overreacted.
Yeah, it was some blonde girl.
I think she overreacted. If it was some guy coming to like molest her, I get it. That's one thing. But I think Alicia Keys has been a princess for too long, so she's...
Alicia Keys says, "Trust me, I was like, what the fuck?" Keys wrote in the comment section of Hollywood Unlocked's post about the incident. Don't she know what time it is? What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, that happened.
Yeah, but I think Billy Joe Armstrong letting girls kiss him is much cooler.
Remember? Have you seen the video? Yeah, it is. Have you seen the video of like old Frank Sinatra singing, and then some Brazilian fan comes up and like hugs him and kisses him, and Frank Sinatra like grabs him and throws him back?
Yeah,
it's dope. Yeah, fucking awesome. That's the way to handle that.
Yeah, I heard some guys went on stage with Elvis. You have to look it up. There's audio recordings of it, and like a couple guys went on stage to fuck with Elvis, and Elvis kicked their ass with karate.
Hell yeah!
He like literally took down like multiple guys.
That's incredible.
And there's like multiple accounts of it. Like look it up. It's like a real thing documented. Elvis like took out these dudes with his karate.
It's amazing.
But Alicia Keys. The only song I know is a duet with her and Jack White, "Another Way to Die." Very good, but as far as her freaking out about someone kissing her, relax.
The piano plugin that I like using in the studio, so like you hook up the keyboard to the computer and you have all these different effects. The piano sound that I like is called Alicia's Keys.
Cool.
But that's about all I know about her.
Yeah, she's really beautiful and she's got a great voice. But I think she,
relax.
She can relax a little bit.
All right, Baboon Railway. Oh my god, literally. What the fuck is this?
Take it away.
In the late 1800s in South Africa, Jack the Baboon was brought by James Wide, a railway signalman.
Gotta have a picture of this.
Who had lost both his legs while jumping between rail cars. Ooh. James trained Jack to push his wheelchair and help him operate the railway signs. Jack soon began to operate the railway full-time and was eventually given a salary. He worked for 9 years on the job until the end of his life. He never once made a mistake.
What did the monkey do with the salary, I wonder?
Oh, I don't know. I think he got lots of bananas.
Oh, lots of bananas.
Oh.
That was Alan's great-great-grandfather.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. The monkey.
Alright, this is yours. $80.
Matt Damon endorsed crypto platform sues Australian woman after accidentally sending her $7.1 million instead of $68. That was more British.
Yeah.
Good day, mate. It took 7 months for Matt Damon endorsed Crypto.com to realize that it accidentally sent Australian $10.5 million, about $7.1 million at today's exchange rate, to a woman in Australia.
It's incredible.
Instead of the $100 Australian refund she requested. Now the cryptocurrency trading platform is going after Melbourne-based Zevon and her sister, Thelagavi. Again, these girls have weird names.
They're native Australian.
Let's call them
Sounds
Tina
like-
and Trisha.
Yeah.
To retrieve its money, along with 10% interest and legal fees. Court documents show that in May 2021, an employee for the Singapore-based trading platform mistakenly entered an account number into the payment amount field. I wonder if that person still has a job.
Oh, yeah.
Probably not. Crypto.com realized it had accidentally sent Manivel millions of dollars in December 2021 when it was conducting a routine.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, what's very funny is she spent all the money and now they're suing her.
That's fucking dope.
Isn't that
I love
funny?
Manivel.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't really blame her. And there's got to be some law of like, well, it was a gift. You know?
Yeah.
It was a glitch. What I would say is if you get into a situation like that, it would be cool to, what would be really good PR for them would be, hey, give us the money back, but you get to keep, like 100,000.
Yeah, they made a huge. This next thing kind of sums it up. While cryptocurrency transactions are not reversible, centralized platforms can theoretically reverse payments in case of error or fraud.
Yeah.
But in this instance, the company did not detect it until 7 months later.
Wow.
Yeah, anyone would have spent that shit.
How do you not notice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, good on Manivel or whatever.
I hope there should be some leniency on her, on the judgment of her, because think about it. What would you do, really?
Yeah.
Oh
no!
Oh, this is horrific.
Oh no!
All right,
Is real?
I'm gonna get rid of the timer. Let's just get into this.
Tons of U.S. babies are now getting named after Marvel and Star Wars villains.
Ridiculous.
Baby names in the U.S. have consistently evolved over the years. Baby Center revealed that popular names such as Liam and Emma have been a consistent choice for parents in recent times. But the continued dominance of superhero movies and franchise entertainment could turn the tide as more babies are being named after these popular characters. In 2017, Metro revealed that baby names inspired by Marvel characters are slowly gaining momentum.
Yeah.
With a good chunk of them now accounting for a significant portion, Marvel heroes such as Parker, Peter Parker, Wade Wilson, and Natasha.
Parker's fine.
Parker's fine.
Yeah.
This is a normal name. Doesn't necessarily have to be associated. Were confirmed at the top of the list. Now it seems like certain villains, not just from the Marvel, but also in Star Wars, are also taking the spotlight.
This is my baby Doctor Doom.
Based on a new study from OrganicBabyFormula.com, several Marvel and Star Wars villains have prospered on the rising popular baby name list. The graph below from social... Okay, where is the graph? Quill, like Peter Quill, Kristoff, I don't know who that is. Ray is number 3.
That's a shame.
That's awful. Aladdin?
Who needs to get Aladdin?
Merida, I don't know what that is. Belle from Beauty and the Beast. Simba, that's a horrible, awful thing to do to
If you name your kid Simba, please change his name.
Olaf. Almost 3,000 people have been named Thanos.
Someone named their kid Olaf?
Olaf?
Are you a fucking idiot?
I mean, it's okay if you're from, like, Norway, I guess, but...
You choose Olaf. I'm so sorry, but that's not...
Thanos and Timon are right next to each other.
Oh my god.
Nala, Kylo, Anakin, Moana.
Anakin's kind of cool.
Ren, Wanda, Leia, Valkyrie, Tiana, Elsa, Cinderella, Naveen, Esmeralda, Ariel, Sebastian, Loki, Aurora,
This is my baby Cinderella.
That's so sad. That's really sad. These people
all right, gun to your head, you got a name. Let's say you have 2 kids, boy and a girl. You got to give them one name from Marvel or Star Wars each. You got to give them...
Peter and Luke. Those are just like biblical names.
Boy and girl. You got a boy and girl.
Oh, boy and a girl. Alright, Peter and fuck. I don't really want to do Natasha. It sounds like a prostitute.
Already seen Natasha.
Yeah, not Leia, obviously. Not Ray.
It's tough, right?
Wanda. No, you can't do Wanda. That's like a witch name. Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, it is a tough. There aren't really any good girl ones. Shit.
Mary Jane.
Mary Jane.
Yeah. Can we dive that deep though?
Yeah,
I feel like they want like surface level, obvious.
I'm trying to think of the Marvel's MCU characters.
Was Black Widow's name Natasha?
Yeah, Natasha. Yeah. I really don't know the woman.
Name her Brie Larson and then hang yourself.
If you could do extended universe Star Wars, you could do.
Has to be shitty Disney.
Okay. Then I really don't know. I don't even know most of their names, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, trying to think of a girl.
Yeah.
You get bells. I mean, it's it's a little like a cow.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Little bell.
Yeah.
But
you know,
what's
that's just like an original Disney one. Yeah.
Fuck.
Ariel's okay.
Ariel's cool.
Ariel's not bad.
I'll give you that one.
All right. Ariel and Peter.
I'd do Luke is cool. This is my son Lando. I need my son Lando. And
he's not a system, he's a man.
And then girl name? Ah, shit. Anastasia was not Disney. She was the offshoot.
She was Don Bluth, yeah.
I don't know.
It's a tough one. That's a real tough
girl. Snow White.
Perfect.
Snow White, yeah.
All right, underrated genius, says Benjamin.
Okay.
Tell me about this.
So this is one I want to talk about a little bit. Emmett has heard me talk about Warren Zevon many times, but I love talking about music, and that's how Unfazed started, was with a lot of music reviews. So I just want to spend some time talking about Warren Zevon. So I saw this really cool article the other day. It was the Warren Zevon albums you should definitely own. They kind of put their list together. I wanted to go through this and kind of like rank them myself. So if you guys aren't familiar with his music, or if you've only heard a couple things, I wanted to tell you which ones you should check out. So let's go down and look at Warren's albums. So Warren Zevon was an amazing guy, gone too soon. He had really sad, like he died of really aggressive cancer in like the early 2000s. I think he was like maybe early 50s. Like he wasn't, he was taken way too soon. Yeah. But man, in his shorter life, like what a talented singer-songwriter, like so good. In my opinion, better than Bob Dylan. Like really, really good stuff. Just fun lyrics, a lot of piano-driven stuff, really good. Warren Zevon, Asylum, an okay album. I don't think I'd put that first. Excitable Boy, I would put as one of his best albums that has like the big hits like Werewolves of London and Excitable Boy, and what was the other one? The Roland, the Headless Thompson Gunner. That was a good one. Bad Luck, Streak and Dancing School, okay album, not his best. My favorite album by him, Sentimental Hygiene, 1987. Masterpiece, I would add that one to your list. Life Will Kill Ya, pretty good album. Let's see what else they got. The Wind, super good album. That was like his last album. The Envoy, super good album. I really like Transverse City, 1989. His 80s stuff I really liked a lot. That was a good one. There's a song in there called Down in the Mall. It's like a very unfazed song. Okay, it's all about just like he's a little like anti-mall in it, but like it's just funny. Like
he's a little anti-mall.
Yeah.
He's a shut-in, right? I mean, he's kind of a
little bit.
Yeah, that's okay. I understand that.
The Mutineer, decent album. That one was like, I feel like his most like raw album in a way. And then they said The One to Avoid, Wanted Dead or Alive, Liberty, 1969. I've actually never heard that album, and that was supposed to be his first one.
Young one, yeah.
But he said he was not a fan of like the way it was recorded or whatever. Okay. But I would say if you had to get three of them just to like listen to like on Spotify or whatever, I would say Sentimental Hygiene, Excitable Boy, and I would say go back up. I'll pick a third one for you. I would say Transverse City. Transverse City or The Mutineer, but Transverse City I would say. Well, anyway, super good, and for whatever reason, I feel like he's just not talked about enough. He's just a really good musician, but super underrated, and he's been overshadowed by a lot of other people. And I feel like if you're a fan of music and you like really good, thoughtful songwriting with kind of witty lyrics, check him out.
I fully agree.
Yeah, check him out.
How much would you pay for a set of original World Trade Center keys? Holy shit.
This is fascinating.
This is intense.
We just passed the 21st anniversary of 9/11. It's very sad, very sad.
New listing has appeared on auction giant eBay for a set of keys to the original World Trade Center Tower number 2. According to the seller, his deceased father collected the NYC memorabilia. My father collected New York City skyscraper items. Since his passing, I am offering these from his collection. 2 items came with the sale. See photo 1, key with raised letters. This means the key was cast in brass, not stamped from the locksmith department of Twin Towers. Back of the key has key code. And number 2, a visitor pass that my father saved from his visit to the Raymond James office.
That is so cool.
Its current price is almost $500.
I feel like that's kind of low.
Yeah, that's
if I was, I mean, like, I'm a big fan of...
I almost wouldn't want it, though. Like, it's got some scary energy, you know?
Yeah, scary energy, for sure. I almost feel like, though, like, that piece of history in a museum, I would say that should be going well above $1,000.
Yeah.
But, what do you guys think? What would you pay for unfazed keys?
Phased keys? 2.4 million lottery tickets sold at Scottsdale Circle K. We were so close to it, baby.
I know.
There she is, the winner.
Oh.
There's some bimbo. Scottsdale, Arizona. One lucky person was holding onto a multi-million-dollar lottery ticket that was purchased at a Scottsdale. Went away.
My God.
These websites and the ads. Oh my goodness!
It's an aggressive ad.
This is an aggressive ad. Mark Kelly. Mark Kelly took up my whole goddamn screen.
Yeah.
Goblin of a man.
Man, I went to space.
2.4 million ticket for last Saturday's Pick the Pick. The Pick drawing was sold at a Circle K located near Hayden McDowell.
It's close.
That's literally right next to me.
I know.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
That's a little painful. That would be so close.
Yeah.
Oh man, the ticket matched all 6 numbers. Jesus Christ. Wow. Okay.
Wow, that would be. Man. I mean, honestly, winning like 20 grand would change my life.
Absolutely.
But like winning 2 million?
Yeah.
Holy shit! You guys would get some fucking amazing vlogs. Let me tell you.
Oh my god, that's weird. How it was so close, man.
Yeah.
All right, that's a shame.
All right. Oh, this is brand new. This is just really fucked up and weird. Go ahead and take this one off.
Software engineers from big tech firms like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, and Meta are paying at least $75K to get 3 inches taller, a leg lengthening surgery. Here's how it works. The doctor breaks the patient's femurs or thigh bones and inserts metal nails into them that can be adjusted. The nails are extended a tiny bit every day for 3 months with a magnetic remote. The procedure costs $70,000 to $150,000.
It's excruciating.
Depending on if the patient wants to grow 3, 4, 5, or 6.
Just be happy with how you look, guys. My thing is,
what the fuck?
Be a short king. Don't do that.
Yeah,
It's so stupid.
I've never given a shit about my height.
I mean, that's my thing. Is it's like there's so many things. It's like these heightening, surgeries. It's like maybe at the end of the day, just work on some self love. It's like you could go through that. You could go through very painful hair restoration surgeries where it's like they, you look at these guys. You look up some of those hair transplant surgeries. They look fucking horrific.
Yeah.
And then you look at someone having their bones broken, have this metal put in. It's kind of like. Maybe that's not what you need to be working on. Maybe you need to work on accepting yourself and maybe strengthening yourself in other areas.
Yeah.
But I saw that and I'm like, that's fucking pathetic.
I know, that's really sad.
Like, there's people out there who need like real surgery.
And why does it say like specifically these tech people are doing it? What the fuck?
I think because they get the money.
Yeah.
But my thing is maybe learn to talk to a girl.
Yeah.
Instead, I think a lot of them they take this backward route where they think having the money and then somehow raising their height is going to help them with chicks. But at the end of the day, it's like, just learn how to be more confident.
Yeah.
And you could have half the money or a quarter of that money and be way more successful with chicks.
And the one thing that I've learned is like, girls are into everything. You just gotta find the right girl.
For sure.
So it's like, they're people too. So don't freak out and feel like you have to be this Adonis.
Some girls like tiny dicks, some girls like unfazed. It's all just preference,
Exactly.
What it is.
Yeah, but just, being comfortable with who you are and what you have is way more attractive than anything else.
100%. 100%.
And I was going to talk about...
That was all the emails, right?
That was it? Yeah. Boom! Well, and I was going to talk about it because originally we were going to do this last week and it would have been the day of the Queen passed away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't have anything to say, but it happened.
Yeah, it happened, yeah.
So,
I did notice a lot of mocking and a lot of disdain towards the royals, which is kind of, I didn't expect. It doesn't really affect me in any way. If anyone's sad about it in England, I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
But it has no bearing on me. She had a long life. She was in her 90s. Lived a good long life. But I don't have any ill will towards her or anything. But I also don't really care. I don't really see the point of the monarchy.
Right.
It seems just like a lot of kind of silly tradition at that point. Yeah. Dude, I was listening to was it not Andrew Santino? Maybe it was Andrew Santino. I was listening to Anthony Jeselnik. Sorry. The comedian, and he was saying that would be the equivalent of like Kris Jenner dying.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, well, I don't know about that, but I get what he's saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, rest in peace. But I know, like when I was at work, I was kind of whatever. I heard that it happened, and like 2 girls at work were like, there was one girl who just found out about it at work, and she was like, oh my god, and then she was like Elizabeth, and then she was like all freaked out, and I was like, I thought she was joking.
Yeah.
She was like legitimately upset. And then this other girl was like, I can't believe she's gone. And I was like, who cares? But like, I guess maybe they watched The Crown or something. But I was like, it was weird. These girls like legitimately cared about like this Queen of England dying. Yeah. And I'm like, that's
I'm going to be honest. I think and this ties back to our discussion from the very top. And I was telling you about this meme I saw earlier.
Yeah.
Girls, I'm seeing on average, tend to be more xenophobic than men. I was telling you about this meme. There was like this stock image of like this little like 8-year-old black girl, and she was looking at the new Black Little Mermaid, and then the caption was, I already told Ben this, but I'll tell you guys. The caption was, finally I can be like her, because she's black now. And then it showed a picture of this little black boy who was looking at like Vegeta or some shit, like Super Saiyan Vegeta, some like super white looking, like he's blonde, and then he the boy was just like, I'm that dude. And he was like, he didn't care, you know?
Exactly,
Like, that shit shouldn't matter. And I think, I guess my point here is that I think, like, women really looked up to her just because she's literally the queen, and they're all like, queen, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, who the fuck? I mean, she seemed like a fine woman, but I don't really care. I mean, she was fucking 96. She lived long enough.
She had a good run.
And there was
I feel like in our era, anyone over 80, it's like, you had a pretty good run.
Yeah, no one should be sad about that. Yeah. So, but there was one interesting thing.
It's not like she like, you know, a tragic one. You know, I think anywhere, you know, when you hear about it, was Princess Diana.
Yeah.
That was it because it was like she was a mother. She was so young. She was so beautiful. She was so popular. Hearing about her dying so tragically, it was like, what a waste, you know.
Yeah.
So you hear about that, and like that's fucking sad. But you hear about a 96-year-old woman passing, and you're like, well, she had a good run.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you should be happy.
Yeah.
And I did hear that she was extremely devout religiously, and she would like pray on her knees by her bed every night. So that was interesting.
Really?
It's nice. It's a cool, nice quality, I think. But yeah,
on her knees, you say. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, I think it's fucking fine. She's who the fuck cares? But yeah, she was 96. She was a fucking queen. So there you go.
And think about it. She had her corgis, and she had a hell of a run.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, my grandma saw her in Canada in the 1950s before she became the queen, when she was still a princess.
Ooh.
My grandma, I forget exactly what she was up there for, but there was like some parade.
That's cool.
And the queen was there. She saw her.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, that's interesting.
Yeah. She's okay. She was pretty when she was younger.
Yeah. Would you sleep with the queen?
No, not
Meghan Markle though, hottie. She seems kind of like a bitch, but
she's a little bitch.
But she's got a bod.
You'd reel her.
She's got a bod. I'd reel her out.
Really.
I would go for Meghan Markle too.
Her too.
Or no. Kate. Well, I don't know.
Blanchett.
The one. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts?
I don't know.
No, I think that was
just
closing
tired.
thought,
Yeah. I want to bang royalty. They didn't have to be royal. They just got to be hot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
a good quote.
Yeah, they don't have to be royal. They just have to be hot. Meghan Markle.
I want to bang Meghan Markle, guys.
Yeah. I'm tired, guys. Okay, so closing thoughts. We're gonna have more skits coming for you guys, more vlogs. We love all of you. Make sure you vote for Ben down below, and keep an eye out for Emmett's amazing album coming out October 10th. And remain unfazed, guys. Goodbye. See you. Kate Middleton. That's who I would fuck.